Jesus.
Don't call me that. Call me Buddy Strong.
Call him President.
Call me Buddy.
No, President or Your Highness. Your Highness.
Did you hear me?
I've been called that more than once.
I heard that.
I've answered to it too.
Just be careful, I slipped and said a bad word last meeting, so I can't say another one.
I reckon not.
Yes, I'm trying. It's not easy.
There's some brownies up here. You guys want some brownies?
Yeah, take those home.
Okay. There'll be plenty for you.
Get a ride with him and you need him all the way home because he got more in his truck.
He takes them to
He's been drinking again, obviously.
He don't take it to work. Look at him. He eats them on the way home. Can't you tell from looking at him?
He don't mind my belly giving him shade during the summer.
That's right.
Face is turning around.
Pretty soon we'll be saying President Harris.
I'm hoping.
Marion Butters, the one at the firing range.
Excuse me?
She's the one at the firing range.
Who's that?
Marion Butters.
Where?
I don't know, she wanted to do it at County Park. I said, that's a good thing.
Well, there's some grant monies or something, I think, available for something like that. I saw an email or something on that. Pretty
That's
interesting.
a good deal. I don't think there is no firing ranges here in Wayne County, is there? I mean,
Yeah, over on
The one in Fountain City?
Straight Line Pike. There's a gun club.
oh, it's a gun club, but they're open.
Yeah.
But you can be, you know, the
There
public
used to
can
be one in
join.
Fountain City too, didn't there, Wes? Firing range? You're not a gunman.
I hope they make one out of the sewer plant. I hope they have one out of the sewer plant, so I'm not gonna use it.
Joe Biden calling you?
It was?
Joe Biden calling you?
It is, as a matter of fact, none of your business, mister.
Be nice, Eddie.
I am. Anybody got any questions about the minutes?
Yeah,
Your cat is trying.
we find anything
Trying.
about the, cables, or cable for Carriage Street? Anything you done with it, you know?
Let's see. I think it said that Doug Wheeler had talked with Donnie about that forever, and he was gonna look into it.
So we don't know.
Because it goes to Wayne Township, and that's where the fire department's at. Said Doug Wheeler will work to solve this issue as the fire department could in an emergency need that out.
And we still have not established, is it an alley or a street? We never did establish that.
What you done for It's an
He
alley.
wants it closed off.
Yeah, but
That
it's
was
not
the
the
public.
town. It's the Clay Townships, isn't it?
No, not the street off of Green
Well,
Street.
yeah, Carriage is a town, but before it goes back in,
Well, not till it reaches the fence line at the back of Mom's old
Did
property.
you guys look at this map up here and said that it was wide and then it narrowed down?
Yeah, it kind of, it stops right there at Green Street, and then it's narrow. Now, whether or not that's,
My understanding from years and years ago is Green Street to the fence line between Mom's old, Donnie's property and Brandy's, to the fence line to the east is town property.
Oh, I
The
know.
rest is township.
all right, that would be town property. The question was whether it was a street or an alley.
I was always told that it was a street years and years ago. I do not know though, because we have not been able,
Would it be Carriage Street then?
yes.
Go through?
It's either Carey Street or an alley, but it's still owned by the town.
At one time, wasn't they talking about making a housing addition over there? Wasn't that one of the original plans, I believe?
Yes.
years and years ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Too long ago.
Brandy's husband was in here recently, favorite sugar, and he was looking at it, he said, oh, that's a new map. I said, well, that's the one Clay got to us recently. And he was looking at it, he agreed with the way that looked there.
Oh, I didn't know he was a mapper.
And what did he agree to, that it was an alley or a street?
No, he agreed the way it looked, you know.
He agreed that it was a pretty map and nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
he liked
okay,
it.
that's all, all right.
Yeah, got narrower as it went through Clay Township.
Yeah, they pointed that
Yeah.
out.
So we don't,
That's what he
we don't
pointed
know,
out.
we don't have any updates on that.
How
I
do
haven't
we
heard
prove,
anything.
how do we find out exactly what that is? How's that established?
Well, my thing is, I think we could, I don't know why we as a town can't make it whatever we want it to be to that fence line that you were talking about or whatever. And if it is an alley, we can always give that to the property on both sides of it.
Or you keep it, just leave it as
Vacate it,
is, so it's got
exactly.
access.
They want access to the fire department.
Yeah, they do want access to it if it's an
So
emergency.
you don't want to give it to the properties. I was just saying that is something we can do because we vacated plenty of alleys before.
But you don't want to give it to the property
No.
owners, because they should not be able to dictate to the fire department what they
I
want
agree.
done.
I agree. As far as right now, the fire department, I don't know if Doug said that they utilize it. I'm sure when he comes, if he gets a call from home, that's the quickest route for him to get to the fire department is to cut right down
Oh, yeah, they do.
Carey Street, you know?
I wonder if you could call and see if he's coming and answer some of these questions.
Yeah, he's the only one probably with another answer. I seen it on there and I was just wondering if we ever had figured anything out.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to Doug since the last meeting.
Would Wayne County, no.
Should be. I could go talk to Gunty up there upstairs tomorrow. I'll make myself a note or remind me to make myself a note next meeting.
Okay.
We want to talk to somebody at Wayne County about it.
You got anything else?
Then I understand we got the check or whatever back for the JAG.
It's been deposited, yes.
Okay. And then, what about the storm drains on Maple Street?
They're still working on it.
Still
They're real
working?
close though.
Oh, I thought they were done.
They're almost.
So the one
Well,
got
they're doing
done.
concrete to put on top of
Yeah.
them now, yeah. They done a lot of work up there, guys. They had 13-hour days up there.
Well, it's gotta be done.
Yeah, it's done. They were trying to get it done to get that heavy equipment back so we didn't have to pay extra day for it, you know, that big heavy equipment they had to rent.
And does anybody know for sure where we are at on those signs for South Main Street for the speed limits?
The signs, I have no idea.
Like I had
Well, Doug was talking about.
brought up, I had talked to the county, they don't have any, and I was gonna talk to the lady that does the sign order, and she just ordered, she's not gonna be ordering again until September. But the thought was that if she was gonna make a large order, we could put an order in with hers and reimburse them and maybe get a better deal. But she's not gonna be doing that till September, so I think Doug was gonna go ahead and order them. As far as he ordered them, I don't know.
Well, he was talking about how expensive they were and was hoping to find a lot cheaper. What did he say, $1,200?
Oh, it was expensive.
That's for the breakaway posts or something
I
like
wonder if
that.
they did it, do a breakaway post.
I think that's why it was so expensive. I can't see a sign that says speed hump being $1,200. We can take cardboard and chalk and do that.
I agree.
And then they also are ordering the railroad sign too, right?
They were supposed to,
Oh, I don't know, they painted it.
Well,
That's
you
from
know,
the,
there was a sign missing up here on this side of the tracks.
Oh,
Somebody stole it.
that's from the street department.
So there's a post, but there's no sign because somebody decided to take it.
We got it going on in town again.
Yeah.
Well, somebody probably needs some metal for their car. You got anything else?
That railroad track.
No, I think that was the main things that I picked out.
Does Doug know about the sign missing at the railroad?
They're the ones that told me about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because they fixed the one on the south side of the tracks, and that had been run over by a truck. They moved it onto the sidewalk and put a breakaway post
We need a
in.
camera up there.
But then the one that's on this side is like gone.
We need a camera up there
Up where?
at the railroad track.
For what?
About the signs, see who's taking them, who's passing them up, who's tearing them up.
What sign did they take, Scott?
The railroad sign is, if you're going on Main Street and approaching the railroad tracks from this side, there's a post, but there's no sign. Somebody stole it.
Is that something the railroad put up, or do we have
Where's it
It's
located
ours.
at this side of the track?
Hmm?
Where's it located exactly?
Let's see, was it trying to remember, I can't
Next
remember.
to a house, a building, or?
Yeah, it's next to houses, but I can't remember if it was, I'm trying to remember if it was by the White House or the Greenhouse. I'm wanting to say the White House, because I think it's further back than, I think they put it a certain distance back. The White House on the corner,
Over the railroad track going south,
heading south, but on this side of the tracks.
this side
north
of the
side.
track.
Yeah, that's the one that's missing. Because the one on the south side of the tracks is between my house and the senior's house. Right, the tan house and my house is right there. Well, there's one that's supposed to be on this side of the tracks, and I think it's not at the greenhouse that's on the corner next to the tracks, but I think it's the White House on that same side of the road, but back in the next block. But the sign's gone.
Did anybody look to see if they were still the ones on North, on South Water?
Hmm?
Did anybody look to see if we still had signs at South Water?
I believe they do.
Yeah.
I didn't pay any attention on the way up here.
I believe they're still there.
They'll be mad. Well, people bring stuff in here and say, I found this in my yard, where people steal stuff and bring it in here and say, you know who it belongs to. They relocate stuff.
But at least the post is there, it's gonna get
Yeah,
something.
that's
Right.
good. Well, that's not the first signs they've messed up. We've had to replace other signs.
Yeah, there were people used to tag signs and stuff all the time too. Not here so much, but it's happened a lot of places I've seen.
There were some wild kids when we were growing up days that used to drive around out in the country and lean out of a car with a 2x4 baseball bat and hit signs and
Hit mailboxes.
mailboxes. And they were heathens.
We used to shimmy up the poles and take the signs and bend them back and forth till they popped off.
You do?
Yeah.
They said we did.
I got one in my garage that says Campbell Avenue. I couldn't climb a post now if my life depended on it. Yeah, we
You
shimmied
done?
right up those posts.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything else that caught my eye.
So we got the license plate reader on the vehicle yet?
No,
Why?
right there. 'Cause we don't have the other equipment yet. It is not gonna be till probably the end of this year before we, we got reimbursed. I'm gonna order the next go around.
Okay.
So like I said, this is gonna be, all this year, we're just spending time ordering stuff because of how we order things.
Who's gonna install that?
The company that we,
Okay.
they're just waiting for us to get our laptops in their other unit, then they'll come down a day and do it all in one day.
Okay, Ben Furlani, Furlani?
I call it the line.
Okay, Ben was sworn in. I have, and you always hear horror stories, that he's not writing tickets, but we knew he's the type of guy that likes to pull people over, and that's okay. I have heard that he's pulling people over for like 33 and 34 miles an hour.
Fake.
I'm just, when I hear something, I bring it to you
Right.
because
I mean,
that's
but-
your
right,
bailiwick, not mine. You know?
Right.
Well, I know.
He, you know what? What do you say?
We got, exactly. What I
he's
told
not-
them was, at least we got more officers, we got people out on the streets.
Right.
That's the main thing. If they're not getting a ticket, what's the harm? What's
He
the
can
foul?
set the precedent for his officers as to what you think should be done.
But nothing. Let them keep doing what they're doing. 'Cause what they're doing is correct. That's what we're gonna do. Now, if they're rude or, they're saying something off the wall that probably shouldn't be said, things like that, that's stuff that we will correct immediately. But because they're stopping for speeding and they're not getting a ticket, I'm not sure what you want.
Well, I think 3 miles over the speed limit.
That's not happening. That's
I-
never happened.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it is either, but if it is, it's ridiculous.
Stop the guy for being on the cell phone, so he stopped people for who's been intoxicated. So he stopped people for speeding, doing all the tickets that I see for speeding are usually 10 and over.
Yeah, I don't know that he's ticketed any.
Oh, he wrote tickets.
Oh, has he?
Oh, yeah. He wrote, I don't know, 9 last month.
We haven't got anything yet.
Well,
We
We
get
haven't got our
$4 a ticket.
$36
We haven't got
out of those
that
9
$4
tickets yet?
Oh, I thought we only got 3.
We get $4.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've been getting 4 for over a year now.
Wow.
We moved uptown,
We'll
$4 a
have a
ticket.
pizza party.
yeah.
You got $200 grant from Harbor Freight,
Yep.
and you're gonna spend on tools? You've got like a little toolkit in
Right.
cars anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's always something, you got flares, emergency,
This go around, I bought things to change the tire with.
like a jack and a lug wrench.
Yeah,
supposed
the
to be in your
lugs.
car.
The lugs, things like that. We have if someone had a flat tire inside the road, I'd tell them to call AAA. But because I don't have the we didn't have the tool, but now we got at least
Oh,
we got it.
To assist motorists.
Yeah, I
Very
mean,
good.
oh, good, that's what you
That's
spent your
good.
Harbor Freight money
Yeah.
for, that's good.
I like that.
G4 and G5, 10 and 15. I know that happens occasionally, but they do know they're required to do 20, correct?
One come on late,
Yeah, and Doug said he's getting requests for all streets putting humps, and I think it's a good idea. I think Main Street was our test. We know the one that is furthest south, probably a little high.
I
We
look
know
at it too
next time-
bad.
Well,
Too
exactly.
bad.
I'm just saying, we know next time we don't
well,
want to make it quite so high.
if you do
That's a
the
test.
next one, make sure you have the signs already to go up the same day you do that. That way, there's no.
The drivers are getting the message, but the other day
Exactly.
we did see one come off of Mineral Springs. He had to be doing 60 miles an hour. I'm sure he hurt his car and he was definitely airborne.
Well,
That's
good for him.
Good for him. That's-
I don't feel a bit
It's a
sorry
rough
for
lesson
him.
learned.
Not a bit.
that's better than a child getting hit.
That's
But-
right.
That's right, that's my answer.
Yeah, better than a child getting hit.
All right,
I like that.
if nobody's got other questions, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from last month's meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and properly seconded to accept the minutes from last month's meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same. Thank you. One thing I did want to back up on this real quick. We had put in their work session for last night, we have changed that. They're gonna be just additional meetings. That way we can talk about anything we want.
Oh, just at the regular town board meeting, is that what you're saying?
Well, no, that'd be, like last night wasn't a work session, it was just a regular, another meeting. It was short and
Work
sweet.
sessions, you can do anything you want in work session. You
Uh,
can pat, you can, as long as you
As
post
long
it
as
for
it's
any
open,
business,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah.
okay, well, we're gonna have additional meetings. You guys wanna have a work session? That's fine by me. I'm easy that way. Well, we
It
have
doesn't
one.
matter to me what it's
That's
called.
right.
Yeah.
As long as we get the stuff done, that's all that matters.
Appearance by citizens. Does citizens have anything? Your citizens. Good. Police report, Mr. Bush.
Okay, on the Charger, the water pump, coil pack, and 2 headlights got replaced by Brian at no charge.
Oh, he bought the parts and everything?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, so even though it says that he got 15 hours, he's got another 10 hours of doing vehicle maintenance.
My thing is, and we've had this discussion a long time ago before, if somebody's doing something like that, then you can put it for their hours.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
So, and like I said, remember that noise we kept hearing? That, yeah, it was a pulley. Well, it was the pulley on the water pump. The bearing went out.
Yeah, I think you sent a video and it showed him wobbling.
The second quarter reimbursement for the first LPR. So I'll get the other equipment ordered. Now that we know that everything is right, we know what the time frame is to turn this stuff in for the next quarter, and we know that they have our correct information for reimbursement because it's already went through once. So that was kind of worrisome. So, but it's all good to go. Had one OWI. Really kind of weird because, man, that guy, his case was over in a week and a half. I'd never seen anything that quick, but it was.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that, but it was done. He pled out, and boom, it was done.
Was he a frequent flyer?
He's from Richmond. I don't know. I don't think he had any priors though, as far as OWIs, but he pled out real quick. Went to court for a bond revoke.
You had to be present for that?
No, I didn't have to, but one of the victims was there, so I was going to be there. So,
I had to be.
Oh, you had to be.
yeah, Scott was there. So me and Ron showed up, and
Were you in the courtroom?
oh yeah.
I thought you told me that you guys didn't go in.
No, that was for a no contact order hearing that he had. But anyways, it was so he's.
Is he still incarcerated?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was revoked.
Well, I know, but then
I think
you
he
can't do
custody.
anything once it's revoked, you
Oh,
can't get
yeah.
out?
He's there until his case is adjudicated.
Which means they could plead out before his
Yeah,
October
if they
trial
plead that
date,
out real
correct?
quick, then he'll be released or whatever the sentence is.
But his trial date is like October the 5th or something like that.
Hold
I
on to
think.
your hats if he gets released early. Just
I'm not. What
He
he
can't get released until his hearing and stuff goes through.
he's gonna get out. He can do what he wants to do, but now he knows. Now there's steps being every time he acts up, there's going to be a repercussion. So I can't prevent him from doing it. He's going to have to lead his own conscience. Register for the fall conference for the U.S. Attorney's Office. Right, that's no cost for us.
When is the fall conference?
September 3rd through the 5th. Registered bin with Aries, that's the online for the state police report, the crash reporting system. Got them a login for that, and I got all the guys logins for the Indiana State Department of Toxicology. So when you send off like blood results, to get for OWI, you go online to get the results. They don't mail them back to you or anything like that. You have to go online. That way the chain of custody is automatic and there's had EVOC training. All of us went to that last month. And then I've got all the quotes for the items that are listed, approved by the Wayne County Commissioners for $15,000. Vehicles to be deferred until later on in the year to where they have one. He said that they don't have one yet, so he would try to work something out later on. And I thought that'd be great. And then Jeff got all of his state mandate trainings done last month. There was a 3-day course that was going on, so they went to that. He went to that and got all of his mandates done for the year. So
He didn't do the online one.
no, some of the stuff you can't even do online because like the driving and the DTs and stuff, you gotta them days are over with.
Explain EVOC to us.
Just the driving portion, where you're. For us, we were driving through cones and then backing up
You
and
had to do
swerving. Yeah, swerving.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, it's an annual thing.
We used to do it at the Richmond Airport. That was a lot bigger. You got a lot more room to.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have to do it at Ivy Tech this time.
No, we done it over at. It was over in Henry County at one of the high schools
Tell you,
over there.
Hagerstown High School's got that big upper parking lot, there's plenty of room there to do something like that too.
But it's pretty fun because we don't. I mean, for us, we don't drive that fast very often. So
So this is annual driving training.
It's
Yeah.
required.
yeah, it's required. Something that I did not have on this list that I talked with Anita, I think on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. So the software for your billing is obsolete. If you remember, we had to buy a new Windows 10 computer last year. We couldn't go to Windows 11 because the software will not upgrade to Windows 11. Well, Windows 10 is coming to an end next year. I mean, it's going to be there will be no more support for it, and that means the vulnerability is going to go through the roof.
So what needs to take place in this office?
You need to upgrade to their online service, their web-based. They call it web-based. They're supposed to be sending a quote, and Anita, you might call them back and follow up, find out where the quote's at. I thought they would have sent it by now.
There's no big,
Oh yeah.
It is a
20
big-
grand.
I would say at least 20 grand. But they
no,
did
what
say.
I mean is Anita going to need training to be able to
Oh yeah,
transition to this?
they will come in for training, but basically you can log in from anywhere, any computer that you want. You log in, and it's all web-based, which is most stuff nowadays is web-based.
But it'll cost us around $20,000.
About
Yeah,
20,000.
we don't have
About 200 a month for 10 years or something like that.
Yeah. And they did say with the online is that each customer they can get an account themselves where they can pay their bill online when you have to go through the town. It would automatically populate.
Well, we've had people ask us that
Well,
they want to do
this here
that.
would be one way that you could do that. They would register with them and go online and have an account, and then when they paid their bill each month, it would populate to your system. So it's just an option. And he said that the training that they would come in and train all the people that use the software, and that they would convert all your database now. It would just go into the cloud where you still have all your records from wherever.
There's a problem with them paying online because if we have to break it apart.
No, it's automatically done in the software. The town does not do anything. It's done in the software. It will tell you whose account's been paid and how much they, and,
She's talking about break it down between trash and sewer.
Yeah,
That's something you'll just have to ask them
yeah,
if they do
because
that.
that has to be done.
it will do that. It does. Every other town that does this, they do this. This is not something this is something old. It's something that's been going on for 10 years.
What Anita's getting at is if your bill is past due and you come in here, we have a terrible time collecting for trash. Anita's going to apply more money to trash.
Well, you can probably have them apply the first portion they probably got a priority of what, I don't know, you have to
They
talk.
won't know what the balance is.
Yeah, we'd have to see what all it offers.
If the software is there, it's every other town is doing this. No one is using the MS Wins that we currently use. Very few towns have that because they're having the same problem that you can't update, and it's going to be critical next year. So it's something to think about. Now, something that you could do is that you could go buy a Windows 11 computer, have them people come in and put the software on that and see if that works or not.
How long will the Windows 11 be?
But that ain't the point. You guys are just kicking the can down the road for,
If we pay $20,000
your
for that,
obsolescence is gonna
it
get
be
you, so,
obsolete soon?
I mean, and he said, the guy said that you could break down the payments, you know,
Oh,
either
yeah.
quarterly or monthly, if you want to do it that way, however you want to do it to make it make sense for you guys. I told him I would leave that to you guys, but it was just, it's, because the bottom line is that it's going to happen, and whether you like it or not. So I would rather
Just-
for the,
We're getting forewarned that we need to catch up.
yeah.
Well, the world's going paperless. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, so I just want, so that way, I mean, you know, next year, the year after, or whatever, I mean, like I said, it's just, I just don't want to see, because if that computer crashes, you will not find a Windows 10 computer.
No.
Now, you might be able to downgrade from 11 to a 10, I don't know how that works, but anyway, I just want to give you guys a heads up on that, and
Thank you.
that way, at least maybe you can,
You'll have a quote pretty soon then.
huh?
You will be getting a quote.
Yeah, he said, but Buddy's right though. It's got to be somewhere around 20,000
Ballpark, yeah.
God bless you.
because you got two different softwares.
Mhm.
One's billing. And what's the other one? Accounting.
Yeah.
Accounting.
Mhm. You got payroll, accounts payable.
So, but evidently, other towns are using this, and they.
I wonder, I mean, I can see other town, when you say other town, large town.
No, I
I
mean
just
small.
wonder, little bitty towns like ours or have the money to buy something like that
Well,
and use something like that.
Yeah, so they bought Green Tree out, which Green Tree was pretty popular.
We used to do green tree,
Right.
as a matter of fact.
So, you know, because I remember when I first came here back in 2000, that's, you know, Green Tree was, they were kind of the big guys around. They were literally everywhere.
Right.
And, but talking to these guys, he's saying that there's very few towns left, and that there's 2 employees that work there that still know that software.
Yeah.
And when they leave, you're not gonna have that expertise that you have right now because it's so antiquated.
But we got you.
I don't know anything about that software. But web-based is the way to go. That way, everything's stored in the cloud. You don't have to worry about backups.
The way to go is to be a big entity where you can have an IT department that takes care of all that. That's the way to
Is
go.
there any way we could find out about one of these towns that's using this new software that we could contact them and kind of find out how it kind
Which
of
way to
works,
go?
to see if it works? But
Well, I don't know.
to discuss what she's
Well,
talking about.
where's Janice at? Janice would be what are they using over there in Centerville? They're not using this software here. There's no way they are.
But she retired from Centerville after 20 years.
Huh?
She retired from Centerville after 20 years.
Right, but she might know what.
She probably is pretty knowledgeable on it.
But she might know what they're using now. They're not using that software.
Yeah. And if she does, she can find out.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she would. But I said that there's no danger right this second, but it's
Coming.
rapidly approaching. So
I got you.
that's all I have for my report.
Thank you.
Anything out of order here, or long distance driving that we put 470 miles on that car?
Yeah, that gray car, I used it. I drove it home, went to training, and then Brian had it. Brian had it for about 3 or 4 days, and then he was test driving the crap out of it. Oh, on that, I didn't put on there also. He fixed the intake seal. Remember I told you I kept smelling coolant.
Mhm.
He found he had the intake seal was leaking.
On the
Charger. It's not now, but it was.
Brian fixed.
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions for Rick? I make a motion, we accept the police report.
I second that.
Motion been made and proper second to accept the police report. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same.
Oh, and by the way, Kathy,
Thanks, Rick.
since we've had that crap, the Charger, the town has not put one dime in gas in that car.
Is it electric? We get electric.
No, because anytime I drove it home or drove it to training, I put my own gas in it. I'm just saying that the town, we've only been, if you look at what we spent this year in gas, I bet we haven't spent probably 100 gallons of gas this
Well,
year.
if you're going to training, Rick, you shouldn't be putting the gas in that vehicle.
I don't mind. It's just money that, you know, I'm gonna bill Buddy later on for.
Oh, okay.
It shouldn't be a personal bill at home.
I don't mind. It's not a big deal. I know the town doesn't have a lot of money to spend.
But just don't get carried away, because you really shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I thought I was going to take my visa and pay for that license plate reader if they couldn't get the dang thing right.
Would you please?
Well, if I had to, I would. But now I'm very, very relaxed now. Now I know everything came through. So I want to pay for this LPR.
Okay. Sewer plant operations. Darlene Drewley, wastewater superintendent. And then we have the wastewater treatment plant monthly report.
Okay.
Okay. And we have facilities coordinator report, Doug. Okay. Building commissioner report, Bob Bullock. You talked to Bob by any chance? Has he been in or? Did anything, all the
I seen
permits
him
up,
over the
everybody got a
weekend.
permit that needs a permit?
He was in.
He works at Walmart.
last
I
week.
didn't realize that. Went to Walmart in Richmond and he's here.
No, he works at.
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle. I went there and he was there standing by the door.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a greeter?
yeah, he enjoys it.
Yeah, he likes it.
Good, good.
We still need drawings and stuff of the sewer clean out and so forth up here on Carriage Street.
Excuse me, say that
We
again?
still need drawings for the new
Oh,
buildings up here on Carriage Street. We
Yeah,
need the
they're hooked up.
drawings for the,
he knows that?
Oh, you're talking
He
about
should
the
know
sewer
it.
drawings?
Yeah.
How much did they charge for renting that excavator?
800 for delivery and
Yeah.
pickup and stuff. I think it's a little over $800.
Yeah, he needs to give it Brian. Brian's got a giant excavator.
But
he
he
does
wasn't big
have-
enough.
No, he's got a new one. He just got a new one a week and a half ago.
Oh, did he?
Now it's not brand new one, but it's new to him.
They have talked with each other and that was one of the things that they ordered because at that time what he
Right,
had wasn't big
right.
enough.
But he just got he just got one that I don't know. It's got a reach of about 30 feet.
It's getting cold.
Oh, okay.
We'll let Doug know.
Can you
Yeah.
turn the air conditioning
Turn it off. It's
on? No.
warm.
No, down, it's getting
Down.
cold in here.
You want it colder or you want it up?
Then you want it up.
Up,
Okay.
yeah, not
Warmer.
colder, warmer.
Turn it to 70.
Yeah, probably about 60 something. I
Thank
think.
you. You're welcome.
Okay, sewer utility monthly income and disbursements report from Nita Moore.
Alrighty. In June, we took in $11,834 in sewer payments. And at that time, we had spent a little bit more than what we took in, but we got a sewer lien settlement for $3,700, which really helped. And so we've taken in a couple more thousand this year than what.
But we
We have
still
spent.
overspent.
Well, we've got $2,000 more in income than what we spent out, but a pump costs more than that. I mean, anything that happens could just blow it, you know? We gotta be so very careful in what we spend for.
So we had $7,000 out, more than went out than came in, 7304 actually.
But then our sewer lien payment, that was 20 sewer liens that the clerk treasurer released in June. It's a lot of work, but you know, it pays off. down here at the bottom, we've got how much we've taken in over the years in Sterling. And you see that has helped bridge the gap between, help pay the bills, really. At the 1st of June, we had 7 accounts that went to 90-day delinquency, and then we only had 2 new Sterlings in June. And we've still got 18 outstanding Sterlings that have to be paid to the Wayne County Treasury Department. It's an ongoing thing. I don't think there's ever been a month that we haven't had to
File a suit.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a month that we haven't. It's a lot of work to do, but it sure pays off. And I think most people have got the message now that it's easier to pay here and cheaper to pay here than it is for it to go to Wayne County.
You would think so. What's added on?
Yeah, I sure hope they do.
More hands that are in the pot, the more money it costs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Wayne County charges $25 to record, $25 to release, and another $20 to put it on their screen. So that's an extra $70. It's not what we get, but it's what Wayne County gets for. So it just adds a lot of extra money going out for these people that get Sterlings. It's not our fault, but yeah, I'm happy when they pay here, so we can pay our bills.
Right. Anybody got any questions for Miss Nita?
Nope.
Now I'll make a motion, we accept her report.
I second it.
Motion's been made and properly seconded to accept Nita's utility report. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say the same. Thank you. What kind of street report do you got there, street commissioner?
Looks like they're still working on the storm boxes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about earlier, they did fix the one railroad sign. And I've been working, they've got the speed bumps or humps, whatever you wanna call them, they're done. We're just still apparently waiting on signs. Mowing a lot of grass, looks like. And they striped the speed bumps, they've got all their stripes on now.
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah, they look pretty good. Looks like they've been, yeah, it looks like they've been real busy. A lot of, and mowing, of course.
But our street department used to fix storm drains like they do now, and that's hours and hours and hours of work.
Yeah.
They had to rent a tool to saw the street too.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Looks
Buddy,
like mostly
did
they
you
stuck
guys ever
them
decide where you guys were gonna put them signs? I mean, they don't have to be right there at the humps, they can be anywhere that, prior to the humps.
Yeah, it should be
prior to.
prior to it, I would imagine.
I just didn't know if you go put, maybe one at the track and then one by Washington.
I don't think you're on that far from them. I think you want them within 10 feet, I would think, of the hump. I don't know if there's a guideline that tells you how to do that, or, I'm sure look into it and find out.
I think if we discussed this before, I think we were talking about putting them on two of them, like one on each side, as they come around so they can see it. That way we know if you're looking this way, either way they're gonna see it, right? That was my understanding. We were gonna put,
I thought they were just gonna put one on the south side and one on the north side. I mean, one on the east side and one on the west side of the street, is what I thought. I don't know.
I guess next time we.
I
Well,
think that's what they had, I thought that's what they had talked about.
Yeah, I thought they was just gonna put two up.
Yeah, I don't think you're looking at 4 signs.
I'm not sure.
One on the east side and one on the west side.
Just wondering, man, if you plan on doing more and more, I mean, are you,
Where are we thinking of more?
I don't know.
Every street, they want one.
Well, I know,
We've got at least 2 more, right?
they've been having the same problem south of 38 on Main, and I imagine, I don't know that we've ever had anybody in there that lives on Greensfork.
Tell
but I'm
Diane to
sure
sit on the
they'll start
porch and
that.
just,
Oh, she sits on the porch and hollers at it, I'm sure.
On North, they won on North Main, I think, and Green. and-
Yeah, North Main, that's what I said.
Yeah, I
It's
said
out
North
for
Main.
38.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they speed down by the post office too.
Yeah, I
I'm
think, isn't
very
it the
careful
next,
there. when I
It'd be
go.
better off just tearing the road up,
Make it
Like it
gravel.
was.
make it like it was, you
Put some
know.
big old potholes.
When you first lived here, it was just gravel road.
100 years ago, when Kathy first lived here.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have cars.
I lived
then,
in
so
the
that don't
country.
matter. They had cars back then?
So we rode our chickens.
You had them big chickens then,
We
didn't
had a
you?
horse.
Grandma
didn't
had,
we?
I forget how many. She sold them to the grocery stores. She had so many. Oh, yeah. We hauled them every week. Case after case after case.
Did you get dressing out?
Oh, yes. Yep,
But
well,
they
the only
did-
thing we didn't do was kill them. We plucked them and dipped them in boiling water and cut them up. All 4 of us kids.
I guess they mostly been working on this up in Maple Street now.
That's been ongoing for years.
Yeah, and
So
they're
it's
still,
good that it's seeing an end, I think.
yeah, I think this is the first time we've ever had our street department do this kind of work, isn't it?
But
Yeah,
it'd probably save us a lot of money though.
Oh, yeah.
it's expensive, but it's a fraction of what it would cost if we had it
But
done.
that's what I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably cheaper having them do it than it would be
Yeah.
to hire it out. 'cause-
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're still
And I
working
don't
on
think
the
we can
plates.
afford to hire it out, to
We
be
could,
honest.
it's not there, the money's not there for it.
All right, I'll make a motion, we accept the street report for last month.
Second?
Motion been made and properly seconded to accept street report for last month. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same. Unfinished business. Storm drains, of course, are still ongoing. We don't know, have like a estimated time of completion on it. I mean, they've got, I mean, it's going real well right now.
I would assume it'd be probably first of August, for instance, that's what I'm thinking. I
Well,
don't
that
know
would
for
be
sure.
good. I mean, that's
That's, oh, I would guess.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
That'd be all right
Yeah,
with me.
it'd be August probably. They've been working on getting the place together to set on top, you know. Yeah, it's a lot
We-
of work.
We keep putting unfinished business, internal controls. What is still
Yeah,
unfinished
well-
about that? The way we're doing the banking now, if that was the only thing, we don't need to keep putting.
No, but are there other things that you guys want to give us input on? That's what I want.
Are you talking about internal controls?
Yeah, when they audited us, they said that we needed to increase our internal controls. They said, we trust you guys, but going forward, you need stronger internal controls.
I
Such
thought you got
as?
that.
Such
I thought you had
Yes,
that.
such as what?
I thought the biggest thing that
Two
the
people.
last inspection was about only one person was handling the money and verifying the money and checking the money. And now, so we fixed that.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Okay.
working real well. I mean,
It's working very well.
Scott's taken it, I've taken it, we've, so
We check
you
it
get
all
it
before
in.
goes. Yeah. We just need to write it up and get it into state board of accounts. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what we need to do.
Okay. Alrighty. New business. Interlocal agreement between Wayne County Board of Commissioners and Greensfork. That's, I bet you got something for us to sign, don't you?
What's this for?
That money Rick's getting from the commissioners,
okay.
Yeah,
basically.
is that going to come to account, or are you just going to take care of it?
No, look, they're gonna send a check to the town whenever this gets
I
approved.
think I'm gonna take that to them
Right.
tomorrow and see if they don't hand me a check.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
fine.
what Mary Ann said,
Right.
but, you know, I don't
Well,
know if they
Yeah,
might.
and then
Makes
when the
sense.
check's in-house, then I'll order everything.
Should we make sure it's a good check before we just call us in half?
Now, we will have to enter that into our system here, right?
You can put it in law continuing ed, cause it's gonna come right
Okay.
back out
Okay,
for law, for equipment, so
Okay.
that make it easier, and
yeah.
you don't have to create a new,
Brenda won't have to create it.
no, just put in law continuing ed.
I wanna make a copy of that. So you can take it.
We got any warrants?
I'm sure I didn't find it here.
When is the contract for Rumpke up?
Oh, thank you. It's here.
That's when Mary Ann wrote down in the office.
Thank you. For the city. Okay.
That's something that we're gonna have to decide on because the Rumpke agreement is up at the end of this year.
Is it
I think
really?
is. Yeah, I'm thinking it is.
So they'll
Has
have
it been
to,
5 years already?
they'll come in and bid, and it's hard to tell how much that bill's gonna go up with what the price of everything else has gone up.
We
So-
always invite Ricky and Bestway.
And the big thing is, if we're looking at a $5 increase per household, we are seriously gonna have to think about raising the trash bill, because the town of Greensfork can't afford that. We're already
And
paying
is that
some
where
of
we
it.
have to do the,
No, we don't have to have, I don't think to increase the trash, I don't think we have to have, what's that called, where they go around and estimate
Oh.
everybody's income. Anita, what's that called? My mind went blank, totally.
yeah, I can't think of what it's.
Not a survey,
Senior moments.
Yeah.
You're
Rick,
not old
what's
enough
that
to have-
called
You're
when you
not
go
old enough to have
around
a senior moment.
I can't
Come on,
think of
spit
it.
and
it out.
estimate everybody's income, they ask for everybody's income.
Oh, income survey.
Yeah, this,
Sounds
December the 31st.
Yeah, it's up December
It's
the 31st.
up there somewhere. We used to have a letter from some Purdue University, blah, blah,
I just didn't know
blah.
if we had to
That
pay
was
for
like
the
a
other.
census type thing.
I
Yeah.
don't think we have to under
They
those
do batches of
circumstances.
information, then they can extrapolate what,
Big expense too.
Yeah.
What's
it was
that?
like $3,500. $3,500.
Oh, somebody to figure out how much to send it up? No, we don't have to do that. We do that in the event that the sewer has to be raised, then you have to get it reconciled.
Okay, so we are paying,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Tell you how to
Oh,
do that.
we're paying $12.70.
Yeah.
Hi, Brenda.
What are the consumers paying? What are?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're eating $2.70 per unit.
Plus the ones that don't pay, we need that.
The whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to feed it 3,000 or 4,000 a year.
And it's costing $12.70 per unit.
Currently.
They charge 2,300 and some change a month to come to the county. A
So
month.
it's hard to tell how much they'll raise it. I'm guessing at least $5 per unit.
We'll just
Don't
have
have much
to,
choice.
have to see, yeah.
Just to wait and see and
We did, last time we did do good by going with a 5-year
Yes,
contract.
hopefully they'll offer that, but they may not with the way
Right.
things have gone in the economy.
Yeah, if you pay on your own, if
Well,
you're
the
out in Clay
election
Township,
deal,
you pay
and
$30-some
maybe
a
that-
month. And you pay 3
make a
months in
difference.
advance.
Yeah, nobody wants to do
Because I
that.
paid it for years.
Yeah.
that's way more expensive.
Oh, yeah. I paid $99. I wrote a check for $99 for 3 months in advance.
In that
For
summer.
what's that, oh, for
Trash.
trash?
Yeah, it was
$33
And that was with a senior discount.
and our, each individual unit is only paying,
10. Yeah.
20 years ago, you didn't even have to pay.
No.
But
no, with the town picked
we
it all
didn't-
up.
we
Town
didn't-
paid all
Exactly,
of
we
it.
didn't have the sewer plant that was killing us.
Nobody knows what it costs to operate that sewer plant. It's scary.
And the sad thing about it, you cannot do away with trash.
No.
Or you're gonna have a terrible,
Well,
terrible mess.
yeah, the town paid the whole thing there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
For years.
Until we started.
Yeah, and we charged them $7.42 for a few years, and we went up to 10. They're still getting a good deal if you charge them double that. I always thought that.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's just like everything else, look what we're spending at the grocery.
You got some warrants for us, Brenda?
Yep.
Cool.
I have 2 errors
on the checks. I missed a bill for Bill Baker, it's $110. So if you guys will approve me to pay that after the meeting. And I think we need to remind people that when you go shopping, say at Gilman's or Ace or wherever, the tax exempt benefits for the town, not you. So when you buy something, pay your own sales tax, don't run it through Greensfork and then turn around and pay it. Because sometimes that bill ends up and I write a check thinking I'm paying for it because it shows up in all of our
In the town
stuff.
of Greensfork.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
know who ever told them they could do that anyway.
Nobody
Yeah.
probably, and honestly, it could be, I seriously doubt that the hardware store in Hagerstown would make that mistake, but I
See,
could see Gilman
It's
running
been
it,
a long-
not even paying attention.
Used to, we had it set up to where they would call me. I haven't had a phone call for a long time.
No, no.
And Ace up here at Hagerstown was really good about it. Of course, the Amish out on,
Moyer, or wherever it's at.
yeah, that big
Yeah.
road out there, they never called, and Gilman's don't either. But
So anyway, I have an overpayment on there for Gilman's because there was one of the guys bought something for himself and the receipt showed up in there with it like we owed it.
I'm
Until I
sorry,
looked
I
at
didn't
the-
catch that.
Until I looked at the bottom and
scrutinized
saw that they paid with their own debit card. And the other thing is too, just as a reminder, it's happened a couple times, it's been quite a while. You can't charge a soda or anything to the town. If the guys, if somebody's in the store and they grab a pop or something and gets
Has that been
charged.
happening?
Not in a while, but I'm just bringing it
it.
up.
She used to pay for it herself when it happened.
And again, that could be the carelessness of the person, the person standing at the cash register probably ain't getting paid a whole lot. They probably don't care one way or the other. They just want to move them on, so it could be their mistake as well. But the person who got the benefit, it probably didn't speak up either. So anyway, that's the two biggies there. I overpaid Gilman, and I'm just gonna let it go. It'll be a credit.
It did
I'm sure they
credit.
probably bought something already. And then I underpaid Bill Baker because I didn't see the second invoice there. Otherwise, I think it's all good.
It don't matter. Nobody knows.
It's not on this one. She was talking about that
Oh.
one. That one's just payroll.
So you need a motion for them to let you pay,
Baker.
Baker.
Yeah. When they do the ones.
Yes, I did.
I guess we should need to type, the names in, because you can't read the signatures on here.
What are we going to talk about?
I guess we need to type the names under here. I can read yours and yours, but I can't read Scott's. Sorry, Scott.
They know, I guess, I would think after all this time.
Greensfork alignment, was that for those two tires for the
That's what I was
backhoe?
talking about.
2 tires, $1,000.
Well, those are big tires on that backhoe.
Well.
I put 4 tires on, or I paid for 3 tires on my personal vehicle and it was $900.
We-
And
I don't
buy
think
3,
we've
get
ever
1
put-
free.
I don't think we've ever put tires on it.
No, we haven't. And they were very badly dry cracked and they had big gaps in them.
It was worth it.
Oh yeah, we make our money off of that dude.
That's not actually a bad price on the tires.
No.
Sitting up on
Unfortunately.
that hot Tarvey, causing that to go
Anybody want any
faster?
water?
Well,
We can get you water, just no pop.
Backhoe's sitting up
Right.
there on that hot Tarvey. Did that cause that to crack back faster?
it's just that it's probably 50 years old. Probably had a lot to do with the crack.
Yeah, we cracked it, didn't we?
Long before that.
We're blessed to be able to do this.
I still got the email from Charlie Pride saying that you could buy water, no pop.
Yeah, I ask.
Yeah.
Well, the pops that were bought were individual pops for the person to drink on the way out the door. $1.79 pops.
Mm.
They weren't thinking about the rest.
I buy pop and pay for the refrigerator for people. I don't care. Of myself, I buy it.
Well, I tell you what, you can get some of that water. It can be expensive. You can get that Primo water.
How's
They
your
go to
floor work?
Menards and get the water. I think it's $3 for 20 right there.
Oh, I make a motion, will you accept the warrants?
I'll second that.
Motion
we-
been made and properly seconded to accept the warrants. All in favor say aye.
Aye. And I make a motion, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All opposed say the same.
Make a
Motion
motion that
carried.
we accept the, who she paid? Bill Baker?
Bill Baker.
Yeah.
She's
Kathy.
able to pay Bill Baker.
I'll second
Motion been made, properly seconded to pay Bill Baker. All in favor say aye.
that.
Aye. All opposed say the same. Motion carried, thank you. Does anybody here have anything you got on your mind you want to think about, talk about? Miss Nita, come on.
Okay. This is pertaining to the street department. Behind 12 Maple, there is a tree that is in the alley back there, and the branches have fell off into the alley. So we need to let our street department know about it. I didn't know about it until just today that it was in the alley. So we need to let our street department.
That's not an alley that was vacated, was it?
No, it's an alley that they have to use if they,
Which, so it's like a down tree
Well,
or
that's
something?
the alley
removed?
that, that's where the sewer lines run.
yes, where the sewer lines run, and
That's right.
like Doug would
I
have
think
to
there's
use
two
Maple
manholes
Street.
back there.
If Maple Street was closed off, they'd have to use that. It goes down the other side. It comes out on Maple Street on the other side of 12. You know where Tom Moore used to live? But this tree is right in the alley.
Next door to where she
Yeah.
lives.
And it wasn't a problem until the limbs started falling off. I got pictures of it.
Well, I don't understand why Duke Energy didn't come trim it. They would have tore them all to heck and they would have looked like crap anyway, like they did mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's
look at-
unbelievable.
Come up, do
Your-
Orleans and.
Your tree's a big open sea.
Yeah, ain't that
Oh, you talking
crazy?
about mine? Isn't that awful?
Oh, well,
If I would have been there, somebody probably would have whooped my old tail because I would have been very upset.
you have to keep it out of the lines. That's
You
what's
know
going
what,
on.
you know what they said, cause I asked them about the tree.
There's a tree cutter right there. What's that?
I asked them about the tree in Shannon's front yard, it's all in the wires. They said, no, we have to trim it because it costs the company too much money to remove it.
And it's a good thing I was not home when they did it.
And along, you talking about along Ty's fence line? Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Well,
Awful.
the person that bought that house next to me at 14,
Here's a glare, you gotta get it closer.
Yeah. It's laying in, see, this is
I'm
fell off
listening.
in the alley.
Are you talking about Ty's place?
yeah, that fence is falling down.
Oh, completely.
He needs a
I've seen
thing.
it, but I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
Needs-
since I found out about it.
So the tree just needs removed then,
It will need
the
to be,
limbs
yeah.
or whatever
See,
fell?
it's right in the alley, looks like it's in the alley. The tree, it's in the alley.
Let's get a tree expert to go look at it.
You could probably take it.
Let me look at it real quick.
There he is.
Okay,
He'll go up there and take it.
it's a pine tree, you may not want it.
It won't
Little
cost
lady be
nothing.
selling me wood all winter.
Really?
Yeah, where's it at?
Behind 12 Maple.
Well, Maple,
Uh-huh.
Maple's the last street to the east, then
Jane
back
Johnson
south.
and Emma Harris live there. It's where Tom Moore lived.
He had it gone in no time.
You know where Anita lives?
Right next to that, ain't it?
Next door.
North side.
It's north of us, yeah. It's blocking the alley if somebody need to get down in there, you know, for sewer line or
So
something.
it's the second house on South Main.
Mhm.
It's
on the west side.
Down to the end of the street, turn right, come up the alley.
After
The
after
other
The first
meeting,
house
we'll-
is vacant.
Okay, all
It
right.
faces
The
38.
first house is vacant, where Kyle bought.
I
It
mean,
faces
that faces
38.
38, that has 38 over there.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
think we ought to go get in Scott's truck and we'll go get the tree and drag it out of there.
With the new
I think we
revision.
should get us a, the town needs to get
It's
us
still
a
work in progress.
golf cart bus
Oh,
type
that-
thing where we can all
that's
load up
usually
on
good
it. and
too, 'cause you
So
guys
we
will
maybe
be a
take a little
designee.
field trip, check some of the things out. Anybody have anything?
Yes, you just mentioned that Ty's old house,
Oh.
Mr. Byler. Did you
Yeah.
tell us Adam Byler bought Ty's place?
Yeah.
I didn't, oh.
Oh, is that your neighbor?
To the south of me.
They don't live there, they're gonna probably fix it up and rent it out. It's an Amish family that bought it. And they bought,
Ty's place.
they've got another one, here in town on Green Street.
Ty, isn't that next door to you?
Yeah,
The tie's not there anymore.
Why
The
not?
house is sold and the fence is falling all down. It's a mess. Somebody has been coming over mowing the front of it and I'm guessing inside the fence maybe.
How much that
Yes.
house sell for?
I have no.
I can't remember. I think it was 30-something. It was just ridiculous. It's a dump, a total dump.
They
Yeah,
paid,
but dumps are going for $100 grand.
they paid a lot for the one next door to us and put a lot of work into it. And they ain't done.
I thought you said it was about, they was about.
No, they're
done.
done.
They said about done. Well, they still
Oh,
they,
did they not get finished month,
Who bought it, Scott? Was it?
it's Amish too, free Amish.
yeah.
Solstice is their last name.
Is that their last name?
I
Okay.
wonder why Adam Byler hasn't done anything with Ty's house since he bought it.
Oh, he hadn't done anything?
Nothing,
Yeah, you
except
don't
for
have to
mow
do anything. I
occasionally.
mean, mowing the grass.
The fences are falling down. We were saying he needs a letter
Yeah.
before the
Those
fence
come cleaning that
completely
property up
falls.
He needs a letter about the fence.
Yes,
And
It
the
just-
tree inside the fence needs
Can't
trimmed,
just
so
call it
that's,
and take care of it, is that okay?
no, he needs a letter so we have it in writing. Don't you agree?
Letter about fence is about to fall down.
And the tree Buddy just
Dude,
mentioned.
that
And
fence
tree.
is like,
Oh, it's
laying
terrible.
over, it's
No,
not
it's-
touching the ground yet.
it's privacy fence, but it's not too private if it's like this.
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
what
it-
about the tree?
Yeah, the
It
tree
kinda-
bed.
Kinda like,
What needs to be done with the tree?
I don't care what they do with it as long as they get it off the fence so the fence don't fall
Oh,
down.
the tree is laying on the fence.
If there was
Okay.
somebody like 6'10", they could stand there and look over, oh, we do have something. What else do we have before I go? Hello?
Get the table a little
when do
easier.
we wanna schedule another meeting to work on this?
Yeah, that's fine by me. What's a good day for you? Evening? And 7 o'clock always the best time for you? That gives you time
unless
to get home and
some-
eat
yeah.
something and then come
Well, I
back?
don't usually eat before I come, but it gives me time to get home, get out of my uniform, cause I can't come here and eat.
Too much stuff to carry around.
It's not it's against policy.
Huh?
But
Rick, where's his uniform? See?
This is my
Domain.
clean and
That's-
siding
This
uniform.
is his casual uniform.
yeah, what are you thinking? Maybe have it like maybe a couple weeks out to
I'd say
give people more time to. Does that sound good or something like that?
I'd say we, first part of August maybe? Would that
That's fine.
work for you?
Anybody got a
I
calendar?
figure if we can give you a little bit more time too, then
Yeah,
the longer we put it off, make it
because
better.
we weren't able to get input from you, so we just. And this
I've
is like the
I've only
second
seen
visit.
two things I don't understand.
The Derringer and his wife, they
What's in
were
there?
very
Yeah.
instrumental in
Show me.
talking about it.
It's from Don's garden.
I'm
It's
gonna make
the
a
yellow
motion.
squash.
Huh?
It's
I'll
yellow
make a motion, we
squash.
adjourn the meeting.
Oh, it's a wonderful
I'll
garden.
Oh, I
second
know.
it.
I'll
Motion
have
been
one.
made and proper second to adjourn the meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say the same.
He raises his